Hi everyone, it's Mo here and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video is the best FPL transfers for game week 17. In these videos, I give you 3 solid picks and 1 differential joker pick for you. Now the deadline is around the corner, so we're going to get stuck into this video. But before we do, you need to do me a favor. Like, subscribe, share the video with other FPL managers who you think will enjoy this content. Trying to reach 200 subscribers. That's the next milestone for me, and I can only do that with your help. So I'd really appreciate if you can just quickly press that like and subscribe and notifications, all that good stuff. Now, hopefully you've done that. Let's get into the video. Now, before we start on this video, I want to make it clear, I'm not putting in the obvious picks like buy Salah, buy Haaland or Son or Watkins. I look at that, they're highly owned, they're pretty essential. Most of us own the big hitters, so I'm not putting them in the video, okay? I'm making the assumption that we've got most of them big hitters, so these are alternatives for your team at different price ranges and allow you to be able to do different moves to help you hopefully get that green arrow in the game week 17. Just wanted to put that out there. Now I've said that, let's get to the first pick. And it's Dominic Solanke. Now, I'm really fond of him. I'm happy to see him doing well. I remember him playing at Liverpool when we picked him up from Chelsea. It seems like he's finally found his home. He's leading the line at Bournemouth. I mean, if you saw their last result at Old Trafford, unbelievable. No, it wasn't a freak result. They fully deserved it and could have scored more. He's the main number 9, no issue. At a time when it's congested, loads of games, Christmas period is renowned for rotation and injuries. I'd like to think he's one of the highest probability players that plays the majority of the minutes. Simple as that. So if you want a peace of mind and you've already got too many rotation players in your team, here's one where you can relax. Put him in. 8 goals, 1 assist in 1,425 minutes. That's a lovely return considering he plays for Bournemouth. Last 5 games, he's given us 7 to 6 to 13 points. Very consistent. As I said, he's outdoing players like Isaac and Darwin who play in theory for superior teams and cost more money. 73 points. He's the 4th highest scoring forward. Fixtures up next. There's Luton at home, Nottingham Forest away, Fulham at home. You cannot pick a better set of fixtures. So there you go. I've done enough selling for Solanke, but I will give you some negatives. They're 14th for goals scored and for XG actually. So that comes with a caveat. Be realistic, yeah? You're not buying, Haaland or something. You're buying a player who's almost an enabler, but still consistent and returning. But I still like him, hence why he's the top pick for this game week. Especially if we're all selling Haaland. If the news comes out, he's 100% not going to play the next, say, 2 or 3, and we want to downgrade, and you've already got Watkins, he's the next person I really like. Next up, Palmer. Now, he's been in this list before. I know Chelsea are not currently on it, but I'll tell you why he's still on this list. Let's start. First and foremost, he's still very cheap, 5.5 million. He's an enabler, and not just an enabler you could leave 3rd or 2nd on the bench. No, you can actually start him. Why would you start him? Well, look at Chelsea's fixtures. Sheffield United at home, Wolves away, Crystal Palace at home. Unbelievable fixtures. Basically, we're gambling on Chelsea picking up on them fixtures. It's as simple as that. Because if we were to just think right now, we wouldn't touch any Chelsea player because they're a Jekyll and Hyde team. 1 minute, okay, 1 minute, rubbish. I mean, Poch's under pressure. Just 2 big clubs currently struggling, United and Chelsea. So they're really struggling. But I think we all want a piece of Chelsea for this fixture run. And I think he's my favourite. 5 goals, 3 assists in 880 minutes. That's a lovely return considering, how Chelsea are playing this season. Penalty taker. We all love a penalty taker. It gives you hope. You could be having a rubbish game. 88th minute, Raheem gets taken down. Up he steps. Take the pen. 10 points. It's as simple as that. It's a very jammy way of not fluking, because you still have to score the pen, but really gaining them points for us. So it's another avenue to points. Love that. Negative, I just said to you, Chelsea's form. They really are all over the place. Defensively, I was going to put some of the defenders actually in this video, but I struggled. Combination of injuries. Reece James, obviously, is missing. Potentially Sanchez missing. It's hard to pick their defensive players. So I've tried to think who's the one player I really want from Chelsea for this run, and it's Palmer. Let's see who's next up. Of course, he's been hyped up a lot within the community. Why is that? I mean, I think he actually merits his hype at the moment. In FPL this season, all the big hitting defenders have been flopping. I know Trent recently's done not too bad, but considering what we were used to in the last 3 years, it's not as good and he's quite expensive. James, poor guy, can't stay on the pitch. Trippier recently struggling. Looks like he's treading water. Up steps Porro at the perfect time. I mean, don't get me wrong. We know Tottenham are not defensively solid. In fact, they're the opposite. They're a bonkers team. I'll start with the negative. They've not kept a clean sheet in 7 games. So why am I recommending him? Well, 5.4 million. Look at the fixtures. Nottingham Forest away, Everton at home, Brighton at home. Now, the fixtures look good. But it's not just the fixtures. If you saw Pep's interview when he was talking about, they made a little joke about Ange copying Pep with the inverted fullbacks. But Pep even pointed out, he said, no, Ange's fullbacks are like attacking midfielders. So from there, the alarm bell should be ringing. Yeah, when Pep says that, and it's the truth. If you see how many shots Porro takes like near the edge of the box, Pep's inverted fullbacks are not doing that. They're there to control the game and stop counters, where Ange's fullbacks, no, they're there to contribute to attacking. You saw in the last game against Newcastle, Udegi scoring a goal where you'd expect your number 9 to be. That, he takes the set pieces. I mean, that's a big win. He takes the set pieces. We know, again, just from a corner or a free kick, someone scores a header, you've got your assists and potential bonus points. He's got the most assists at Spurs. I think he's joint with Maddison with 5 assists. Oh, actually, I got that wrong. 0 goals and 6 assists in 1,347 mins. Unbelievable. Like, what a good return. And as I said, for me, it's a no-brainer. I jumped in on him last week. I can highly recommend him. So if you need a defensive player this week and you're looking around struggling and you've got the money, just bring him in. I said the negative already. No clean sheets in 7 games. So you are, a clean sheet's a bonus in this case, but I think the assists will be there. Next, I'm going to go for a little joker differential pick. And it's Cunha. Now, for the managers who already own him, fair play to you. You saw the vision and you've gone in early because he's only, 4.9% owned. That's a lovely differential. So you're making gains that no one else is, honestly. He's not on the template, hardly. But if you look in your mini league, hardly anyone owns him. So if you're looking to make aggressive gains there, this is the type of player you need. Now, look at his price, 5.7. Not exactly the cheapest, but still a good enough price for you to, he's almost an enabler. I've already said 4.9% owned, points in the last 5 game weeks. Points in the last 9, 5, 5, 7. Wow, that's super consistent for someone at that price, honestly. And then his minutes in the last 4, 90, 86, 90, 82. That tells you, even in this congested period where the games come thick and fast, he seems pretty nailed and becoming the main man of that Wolves attack. Him and Shan have been causing absolute havoc. He's actually been playing very, very well, apart from just the FPL returns. If you've watched Wolves play this season, his movement and stuff, unbelievable. So he's finally delivering on the, when they, bought him from, was it Atletico Madrid? I'm sure that's where they got him from. So he's finally delivering. So they're all the positives. A negative is the fixtures are a bit, they're not amazing. They got West Ham away. I mean, West Ham did just get smashed up with Fulham. Chelsea, I said a minute ago, they're a bit Jekyll and Hyde. So if you get them on the right day, what's to stop Wolves scoring 2 or 3? And then you got Brentford, maybe a bit more tricky in that fixture. But still, I'm comfortable suggesting him. I mean, there's a couple other. You could have went Jimenez, Fulham, but I really do like Cunha. I love his consistency recently. So he's a player I recommend if you want to be a bit different, you want to be very aggressive, chasing that OR or your mini leagues. He's the player I recommend. There you go. That's my 3 picks and 1 joker pick. Let me know what you think. Get in the comments. Tell me if you think them picks are good, they're viable, you're considering them this week, or no chance. You're not going to touch them with a barge pole. Recently, it's been very difficult for us to put the transfer video out. You know why? Because the scenery is changing that quick. 1 minute, you're hot, everyone wants you. 2 weeks later, you're junk, they want to bin you. So it's been very, very difficult. So I've tried my best to look into players that I think are going to be useful, players that I would actually consider, not just talking for the sake of talking, actually players I would bring into my team. So yeah, get in the comments and let me know what you think. Now, before you vanish and go to your next video, I want you to do me a quick favor. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the video, put your notifications on. I'm trying my best to reach the next milestone in subscribers, and I can only do that with your help. So yeah, really appreciate that. On that note, I'm going to wish you good luck and see you on my next video.